I'm very happy today because it's snowing. And in this video I'm going to experience one thing I wanted to do for a long time, and this is winter poncho camping on the snow. Look at my backpack. Nice one. So this winter my plan was to test few Onewind shelters on the snow. So this time it will be this solidary shelter. This is actually a poncho which you can use as a shelter. You can also combine two shelters together to create a bigger shelter. And you can use it as it is, but in my case I'm going to combine it with this solidary shelter inner bug tent. So it looks like this. Okay, so these two packages will be my shelter for tonight. And I'm not using this because of the mosquitoes, of course. I'm using it because I want to experience this time shelter with the floor, and also it will be a little bit warmer inside because one end is open, and of course it will be better for condensation. But the next time I'm going to try Onewind shower shelter, and that one of course will be without bug tent. It will be only shelter with open front and no floor. But that's for other time. So this time I'm going to use this bad boy. Okay, let's set up this shelter and see you there. Peace! Shelter is ready. It looks something like this. Can you imagine? This is made from poncho. How cool is that? So this wall over here, it created naturally because I was cleaning the floor and I pushed to one side, and now it acts as a wind blocker from the back side. So here's still ventilation here, but with this wall on the front. I don't know, the skies were some kind of orangey color. Maybe that was northern lights or something. We will see in the time lapses. So I've used some cheap tracking pole. Of course you can use a ridgeline if you want, between two trees. And this is inner tent I was talking about. It's very nice. It has zipper doors, and this zipper goes all the way to that side, so you can basically open quite large opening if you move it there that way, but I'm okay with this front one. So this inner tent has a bathtub floor. That's very nice. Of course you can roll up this door like this and connect over here. You can open up all this corner. Easier to put your mattress inside and so on. Okay, it's time to put the rest gear inside. My backpack is covered with snow, but it's not snowing at the moment. I hope it will snow in the nighttime more. Of course my clothes now are wet, but I will put them inside my sleeping bag and they're gonna be nice, warm and dry in the morning. So this is for cooking. So this time I will not run out of gas because I have a full canister of gas with me this time. As usual, dry thermal clothes for sleeping. Same old Sea to Summit camp mat with R value of 4.2. But at the moment I believe it's 0 degrees Celsius, maybe 1 degrees. I will check it later. At night it should be around -2, -1, -2, something like that. Let's try other side. So this spot is quite on a level, so I can choose. Actually this side is higher, so this will be my head side. Okay, so let's pump it up, this bad boy. So I really like this tiny pump. It was even frozen few times in the super extreme temperatures. and I'm using it as a lantern all the time. I believe I have it already 2 years or something. Very nice. Okay, that's ready. It's snowing again. So for my boots I'm going to use this Onewind boot bag, very handy. As it for sleeping system, this time I'm going to use my Snackpack Sleeper Expedition sleeping bag with comfort limit of minus 12 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Like I saw last time with the Onewind BV tent, I better use thick sleeping bag in winter when ground sleeping. For me, quilts basically are for summer or for hammock all year round. But for winter on the ground, I better like to use sleeping bags. With this sleeping bag, I never had cold even in airy tents as the Snackpack Ionosphere or even the same Onewind BV tent. This sleeping bag has a very thick insulation. Okay, it's a bit bulkier and about 200 grams heavier than using two quilts combined from Onewind, but that's okay with me. I've still managed to put all my gear in 65-liter backpack. Okay, let's put the sleeping bag inside this bad boy. This is simple version without a zipper because I want it to be simple and less things that can fail. But of course with a zipper in the middle, that's for comfort, for sure. So it's mommy style with a hoodie. And the sleeping bag perfectly fits inside. So it is always good idea to use a BV bag in winter because you will feel warmer and you will be more protected. If something happens, you are still waterproof. So, and also it will block some breeze. Maybe you are using some tarp or some 3-season tent. That cold breeze that is going through the ventilation ports can completely mess up your sleep. So with a BV bag, no problemo. So that's ready. It's time for cooking. Let's make some ramen. Woohoo! It's again snowing hard. Look, that's simple Poncho and it's snowing. And who says that this is not 4-season shelter? Smells so nice. Let me check the temperature. I'm so excited. I love that it's snowing so much. Wow. I thought winter is gone this year, only a few days with the snow, but no. Look. Amazing. You see, my trousers are wet, so don't use cotton for camping. But I'm still using cotton. But I'm waiting my soft shell trousers for winter and also for summer, thin ones. Okay, but that's for future. Let's check the temperature right now. So at the moment temperature is minus 0.72 degrees Celsius and humidity is 93.2%. It's 8 minutes past midnight, it's time to eat. I made my ramen with a mushroom bouillon. So bon appetit, guys. Okay, I will finish my meal and my tea and see you later. Peace! Okay, now with a full stomach, I need to do 100 push-ups before I go to sleep. Because I'm doing my challenge, 100 push-ups a day with my son together. That's 25. Okay, let's do. That's 50. It's minus 1 degree Celsius right now. Okay, let's do it. That's 75. I will be warm, but my hands they are freezing by doing these push-ups on the snow. Done. Okay, it's snowing again. See you inside. Peace. Okay, I'm inside the shelter. Now it's time to change to my thermal clothes and go to sleep. It's 52 minutes past midnight. Okay. So I'm going to use my thin base layer with this fleece jacket, as usual. Of course, in this shelter the most headroom is closer to the entrance here, because this triangle is like this, so the highest is on the front and then it goes lower on the angle. So keep your flashlight always close to you. It's very nice. Very nice is to keep it on your neck, so if needed you can put it on your head. So thermal socks. Okay, I'm ready to hop inside. So I'm gonna put my wet clothes inside my sleeping bag my electronics, and I'm going to wear my ninja mask. Okay then, see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Wow, this was amazing. I was toasty warm all night. Amazing. Look at this snow on my shelter from the outside. So this BV bag makes a huge difference. And of course also this thick sleeping bag. I felt none of the cold. I felt only warmth. So let me check the temperature right now. So the minimum temperature was minus 2.04 degrees Celsius and the maximum humidity was 94.4%. So at the moment temperature is minus 1.98 degrees Celsius and humidity is 94.12. Okay, it's time for morning tea and I will show you the shelter from the outside in the daytime. Only thing about this sleeping bag, it has very terrible zipper. It's very hard to work with. It bites all the time. I actually need to consider to change it to some tractor zipper, like a military grade, something like that. Because yesterday I barely could open my sleeping bag because it was snugged in this material, like this inside lip. See now, also it's very hard to open it. So that's big downside for this sleeping bag. Oh my god. Yeah, Snackpack, you are making terrible zippers on your sleeping bags. But not all actually. On the summer sleeping bag is okay. It's also not perfect, but you can easily open it and close it. And actually on the Nautilus sleeping bag, autumn sleeping bag zipper is okay. But on this winter, it's terrible. Oh my god. Okay. And my clothes are nice, warm and dry inside the sleeping bag. It's very nice technique to get your wet stuff dry. But of course you introduce some moisture inside your system, but you won't feel just the two clothes. Good morning, beautiful morning. Wow, amazing. Nice one. Yeah, minus 2 degrees Celsius. Biting my fingers. Look at this awesomeness. Wow. So look, my camera is also covered with ice. gas now is definitely in liquid form, and I need to be very careful when I'm flaming up this thing. It's better to take it away from my shelter. Also this ridge line. Look how beautiful ice flowers are there inside. I hope you can see them. I'm not talking about tea. Okay, today's conclusion about using this Onewind solitary shelter slash poncho in a winter on the snow. Wow, I would say I love this shelter for winter, definitely. Like I mentioned yesterday, only one little downside for me for this shelter is that it's a bit too short from the one end to the other end. I need to sleep on the side and not straight. Of course you can put a mattress inside diagonally and you will get more space in there. And also if you are not using bug net, you will get even more space. But bug net is not a problem because you press that bug net and you can press it down to the poncho fabric. So bug net is not a problem, it's only illusionary less space inside. Also, like you seen yesterday, it was snowing quite hard. Oh my god. And this shelter have a very good coverage from the rain and from the snow, not a problem. Only if the rain or snow would be on the angle like this, yeah. But I pitched my shelter perfectly fine because snow was coming from the back and from that one side. As you can see, it has very nice coverage from the sides. Also, inner tent is much deeper inside, so it still has a little vestibule over here. I was keeping my cooking wear over there. You can keep your boots over there or something. But of course put your boots in some bag because you never know, some snow can come from this side or something. But as you can see, it still has a vestibule. And actually you can put some stuff around this shelter between poncho and the inner tent. There's also a little bit space over there. You can put something if you need. So construction solid, super strong. The material it's made of is ultralight. This is the same material Onewind makes their billow tarps and other tents, like a BV tent for example, or sky shade. I never had issues with the rain, and now I can see also in the snow. So this actually will be one of my favorite shelters for winter. I like that it has a headroom in the middle, you can sit there. But of course I'm never a fan of using trekking poles because it's a little bit annoying, it's in a way exactly in the space where I want to sit in there. So I need to put one leg to one side, other to other side. Okay. Of course in that case you can use a ridge line. Actually this is excellent product for hiking miles. You can actually use it as a poncho when it's raining, and when you get to your spot just make a tent like this. And you don't even need that inner bug tent, you can use it as it is. And actually you can pitch this tent a little bit lower, you will get more space inside longwise. But in that case walls will be on a different angle then. Amazing. About this inner tent, like I shown you yesterday, it has zipper, you can open only one side like this. It's enough space for you to get in and out, and the rest stays closed. Or you can of course open it up all the way. Only one thing, I forgot to change these zipper handles because I don't like this ringly sound. I need to do it when I get back home. So, and there is another zipper, you can open like this. so it's easier to get your stuff in and out. I was using my winter sleeping bag. This thing, wow, it's super thick. It's a bit bulkier, like using two Onewind synthetic top quilts combined together, and it's about 200 grams more. But I can trust it 100%. Okay, not 100%, because zipper is not good. But I will change it, definitely. It is too dangerous to leave it as it is. It snags all the time. It was kind of hard to get inside and do everything, because when you get inside, your hands are inside, but you still need to operate all these cinches. This is for BV bag, this is for hoodie, this is around your face, and also the sleeping bag has this buckle around your neck. Also there is two bungee cords. One goes around the front of your neck, another around your back. So let me get my thermometer. It's very easy to lose it, especially in winter because it's in white color. So this is the way I know precisely what the temperature is outside. Because I've seen some videos when people are just saying outside is -10, I'm sleeping in a BV bag, it's definitely -10, I know, I've checked forecast, but forecast can say -10, but actually it's -2 or something. You definitely need to bring your thermometer with you. I'm measuring temperature outside, just next to my shelter. I don't need the temperature inside the shelter. Of course you can do that too. It's interesting maybe for somebody. Of course there's definitely warmer inside your shelter. But also I'm trying to keep this a little bit away, maybe 1-2 meters away from my shelter. Because for example, if I put close to my head outside the shelter, my hot air I'm breathing, it's impacting the results. So I need to know what's the real temperature outside, and also on the same level, because ground is like this, and if you put somewhere lower, somewhere or higher, temperature readings could be different. I remember one time I was filming my documentary series Impulse. This was my beginning of my YouTube channel. And I was filming in my garden. It was autumn. So next to my tent, it was about 3 degrees warmer than it was just 15 meters away. So on the one side of the garden was frost on the grass, and on my side it was just a green grass. That's it. So yeah. So, would I recommend to using this solitary shelter in winter? Definitely. Wow. In my opinion, it's like a perfection, actually. Of course, somebody will say, you will die there, you know, some avalanches, some super duper high altitudes, you know, snowstorms. Come on. In those kind of situations, of course, you will use something else, some rigid tent. But normally, this is amazing. Wow. And today was snowing a lot. And actually, this is second day in a row I'm winter camping, because this year our winter was only for a few days. And this is last month of the winter. It's 4th of the February, and at last we have snow. So I'm literally after job coming to camp, and in the morning I go fast home, charge all my batteries, putting out all my wet stuff, drying everything, maybe about 1 hour, and then I'm running to my job. And in the evening I'm packing again and going to the next adventure. Tonight I will also be camping, and that will be camping with the shower shelter. A little bit more extreme, because there is no inner bunk tents. It will be completely open one side and no floor. Of course I will use some ground sheet as a floor, but you get what I'm talking about. My tea is getting cold. Oh, nice one. What could be better, like nice morning tea in the winter when poncho camping. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you learned something, maybe it was entertaining. As usual, stay safe, leave no trace, be good to other people, and get out to the nature. So see you on the next one. Peace!